Okay.
And then hold on. We're so close. So close, boys. Everyone hang on. It's going to be okay.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
We got it.
We got it. So close, boys. Everyone hang on. We did it. We fucking did it. We are majestical. Majestical.
Audio
Wait,
engineer.
how do I see the sound? Hey, there we go. Thanks, Patrick. Thanks for being our sound check. Sound check. Check, 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 check.
Mic check.
Okay, cool. So we got sound, got video. You can see London. That's fun.
Hey,
Idiot.
London, you're in there. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
look,
famous.
you're so famous.
You're famous.
Okay, so we're like set, right? Intro, news.
Yeah.
Photos.
Wait, let me pull it up.
Okay. I got my clips. I'll play what I can. You'll have to play the rest.
Or not, like whatever.
Yeah, I probably won't remember, honestly.
Dude, we'll just do them live.
We'll just do an acapella top.
We'll do an
10.
acapella.
Well, hold on. Wait, hold on. Just hold
you
on.
hold on.
Because I think we can do.
Tell me to hold on.
There's a good chance that you, at some point or another,
Sent it to you?
sent me these.
I don't
audio
think
clips.
I did.
Let's see. Top 10.
Top 10. Take it from the top. I don't think I sent you that one. Sometimes I like to just surprise you.
It's true, and I do appreciate it.
So I just sit here and laugh to myself.
Well, shit.
It's fine.
Okay, whatever.
Look, the YouTube video is not going to have all the sound clips.
Sorry, you guys.
If you play it on that now, will it work?
Try. Why not?
Media.
I mean, they will hear it. They'll hear it. We won't. So I can
Oh.
just do it here.
Oh, well, that would be
But
weird.
I just won't know where it will happen.
Just pick any clip.
それは調理もお湯もいらない
Are you guys hearing the Boost Noodle ad?
いいラーメン誕生ブーストヌードル
We haven't done in-person live one for a little
それ
while.
は調理も
Yeah, I
お湯もいらないラーメ
do that.
ンいいラーメン誕
Oh,
生
they heard Boost. Okay,
Yeah, well,
we can just
ブ
do
ー
it.
ストヌードル
I'll do. What do we need to do?
Okay, so scroll down. Okay, see, they're all in the middle there, in between news and end of so.
ラーメンいいラーメン誕生
We'll just leave it on the. Oh, so do hit the show comments on stage. There you go. So now we can just see them when they type
それ
them
は
in that bottom
調
corner.
理も
So we don't have to
お
scroll
湯
back
も
and
いら
forth.
ないラーメ
We can make this work. We can make this work,
ンい
boys.
いラーメン
It's fine.
誕
Fine.
生
All right, we ready?
Oh wait, let me hit
ブーストヌ
record.
ードル
Yeah. Let me.
それ
Okay,
は
we are now
調理
recording.
もお湯もいらない
Turn it off.
ラーメンいいラー
So
メン
how about this week, dude? Is it any better?
Oh, no, it's
ブ
undoubted.
ーストヌード
Well, that's kind of nice at least, right?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you've got to be hitting rock bottom
ル
soon.
調理
Gee, I sure hope
お
so.
湯もいらない
Me too.
Here we go.
Rock bottom, baby.
誕生ブーストヌー
No, you gotta play the top one. The one that says news. Nope, up. That one right there.
Oh, I see. Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show.
Well, you didn't
The
also
news.
do welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. You didn't do any of that.
Live
start over.
from the
Let's start
3-Bit
over.
Gamer Show.
Start over.
The
Rewind.
news.
So yeah,
Yeah. I am so sorry to live from the
This is our
3-Bit
first
Gamer
time.
Show.
This is our first time. Oh hi, nice ball. I like this
The
one.
news. Do it whenever. Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show. Dude, we're doing so good.
we are
news.
10 seconds into this episode.
It's just a mess.
We'll get there. Okay,
Live from the
dude. How about
3-Bit
this
Gamer
week?
Show.
Is it any better?
Oh no, it's undoubtedly worse.
Well, that's
The
kind of nice at
news.
least, right?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you've got to be hitting rock bottom soon.
I sure Live
hope so.
from the
Me too.
3-Bit Gamer Show. Here we go. The news. You've just logged into the 3-Bit Gamer Show. Live from the 3-Bit
Welcome
Gamer,
to the 3-Bit
Show.
Gamer Show. I'm JD.
And this is Peterson.
That's London down
The
there.
news.
And fun fact, rock bottom. That was my nickname in high school. So
Oh my god.
live from the it just play on loop.
Oh yeah, you got to scroll up and hit unloop. Scroll up. I don't know why. Right there, right there.
So do we
It
have to start over?
automatically-
We have to start over again because that was just the news clip was playing the whole fucking time. Are you kidding me?
We can't hear it.
We should have
can't-
done it live. We are such a disaster. Well, I guess
Boost the noodle.
boost the noodle. Just boost noodle playing. Okay. I have a new idea for the intro. We speed read it like auctioneers. Because we've done it already too many times. And it wasn't funny that first time.
How about this week, dude? Any better?
Oh no, it's undoubtedly worse.
Well, that's kind of nice, at least.
I know.
Hey, you've got to be hitting rock bottom soon.
Sure hope so.
Me too.
Here we go. You're just logged into the 3-Bit Gamer Show. Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
And this is Peterson.
And that's our third time doing the intro, so we're going a little faster to make
Yeah,
up time.
just like we're on a time crunch, and so we're just like,
It's 9:30. The night before we're publishing the sode, Peterson has to
fine.
drive an hour
It's
home
fine.
and then edit it. So
doesn't matter.
we're just going to talk really fast the whole time. And if you are one of the unfortunate listeners that listens already on 1.5 speed, I am so sorry.
This is gonna be the weirdest episode you've ever had.
You're gonna hate it. 3-Bit Gamer Show. The news. Yeah, it's over. We did it. All right.
It's over.
All right, news this week is brought to us by Crave Cookies.
Crave cookies. You
Wait.
gotta play the crave sound.
I can.
Yeah.
Wait. Crave.
There you go.
I got 2 soundboards.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
a mess.
This is fine.
I got 3 computers.
We are locked.
We're gonna
in.
make this happen. We don't have a producer. We don't have a producer when Peterson's on the show, so we're kind of just stuck here.
Peterson Productions really falls apart when this happens.
Can't bring him on live. He's kind of a back of house kind of guy.
Mhm.
Crave Cookies, go to cravecookies.com. Get the Crave Cookies app. Actually, if you're a savvy consumer, get the Crave Cookies app. That's the way to go.
I don't even have it. Should I get it?
Oh, dude, you can check your points. And what's more is like it's cheaper. So if you ever order delivery, you have like an account, right?
Yeah, I do.
So basically the value for you if you're not doing delivery is basically just being able to check your points. But
I just let them rack up. I just save them. I probably have so many points.
I mean, you can also place orders in advance, which is kind of nice, and you just walk in and just get it. So you don't have to talk to anyone, and you get your points anyway.
I can walk in and just get it.
Just get it.
Mm,
Well, at my store, you can get it
nice.
if I'm there.
I do like your
We
store.
have a nice bathroom. Anyway,
It's my favorite.
you go to Crave Cookies, and they tell you what is on the menu. They have 4 to 5 new cookies every single week, and they come out on Friday. And you're like, well, what's coming out this Friday? We're going to tell you, even though it's Tuesday.
Like you're gonna know now.
It's so crazy. You're so lucky. You're just so lucky. First up is the Bisque Oreo. This is the Biscoff Oreo. It's got a nugget of Biscoff cookie butter and an Oreo inside of it. The Campfire S'more, which is the very painful to make, but very delicious to eat. So we make a ton of it all week long, just nonstop. Campfire S'more is amazing. It's got marshmallows inside, little it's got like a graham cracker dough, and it's rolled in graham crackers. Ugh. It's very s'morey. The chocolate lava, dude, that's gonna be a head-to-head battle of popularity. The chocolate lava always slaps. It's got a nugget of ganache inside.
That one
of
is
it.
good.
But the and it's so simple. It's just like the chocolatiest cookie you've ever had with ganache inside and a little bit of powdered sugar. Chocolate chip, obviously. The Samoa.
Oh,
I bought 24 packs of Samoas.
it's a good week.
Yeah.
This is a
on
good week.
Walmart.com. It was yeah, it's a good week. And then finally the strawberry shortcake.
There we go.
you
It's like,
our-
where's the fruity one? Where's
Yep.
the fruity one?
you like our whipped cream? This one slaps. Strawberry shortcake is very delicious. It's got a couple Lorna Doone cookies hiding underneath it.
It does?
Yeah, that's the shortcake part.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So
I love that you guys just shove other stuff into your stuff.
you love that. It means
Yeah.
I have to buy so much stuff.
I just want to shove stuff into other stuff.
Come work at Crave Cookies. I'll teach you how to do it.
All right.
I'll show you how to Dougie.
Okay.
An indie game developer who's launched
We'll get there.
an indie game developer who launched a game into Game Pass is warned against launching games into Game Pass.
You said Game Pass and game so many times right there.
like dude,
That sounds like a headline Newsflash, I did not write that
Are you
one to
staying out of
troll
my
JD
docs? Are you staying out of my docs?
because that's the type of thing that I would
Person will
do.
Get into my files and mess up my headlines. It's very annoying. So this is the studio Raccoon Logic.
What is? I've heard of them. What
They
game?
made Revenge of Savage Planet. They made
Yeah,
Savage Planet.
okay.
The reason we talked about them is you may recognize them as Typhoon Studios, which is acquired and then later shut down by Google because they were part of Stadia.
Yeah. Okay.
So they thought they had a pretty sweet deal with Stadia. They didn't. So they
That didn't work
refounded
out.
as
Didn't
Raccoon
work
Logic,
out.
and then they immediately got into bed with Microsoft.
Oh boy.
You got to do what you got to do. Indie studios. You got to
Just whoring themselves out to whoever.
You got to slut it up. The studio head, Alex Hutchinson, he's the guy that's been behind both of these studios. He was talking to Gamer Social Club. I don't know. It's like probably a YouTube channel. Sounds like. This is like you gather to drink like Mountain Dew martinis.
Dutini.
with like a little Dorito on the
That's
rim.
what I was gonna say. Look,
Yeah.
Dorito dust.
A little Dorito dust.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, that's what you get at this Gamer Social Club right when you walk in the door.
Very
Can I
fancy.
take
It's
your
very
ascot,
fancy.
sir? Hutchinson said that the whole industry should agree to only allow games on subscription services a year after release. I actually like that. It's basically
I don't like that because I use those. Shut up, Hutchinson.
well,
Shut your dirty mouth.
he likens it to the movie model of theaters first, and then they go to TV, DVD, and streaming. So you get that initial influx of cash, and then if there's a lot of buzz, you get a lot more cash. Versus if there's a ton of buzz and you're on Game Pass, by the time the buzz is over, you're probably off Game Pass and you didn't make a single sale.
You just got the money that Microsoft gave you.
Right, which is not insubstantial.
The catch-22 though is like some of these games probably wouldn't be as big if they weren't just free on some subscription service. You know what I mean?
Exactly what he touches on that. Basically that it was really helpful. He said Microsoft has been amazing partners and we're so glad to be working with them. Despite all of this, despite all of those criticisms, it's not the Microsoft. Microsoft isn't the problem. They're doing what they've said they will do.
Right.
He thinks the problem inherent is the
model itself.
The model itself. He says the current structure will prove very damaging to anyone who is not owned by a publisher soon if it continues. And he basically thought that being on Game Pass would generate enough interest that people would buy DLC or make further purchases into the game. Didn't happen, obviously. He said, we haven't seen that, or at least not yet. What we've seen is that the content has been devalued and the people are less willing to pay for things, which in the long run will likely mean less games being made and a lot more studios going.
That makes sense.
Yeah. His logic is pretty sound. He says that these days, unless your game is tiny or you're a rare, enormous brand, it isn't much. So, yeah, that's not great. But I think us and a lot of other people have kind of soured a little bit on the Game Pass model. So I don't know if it's necessarily something that everyone's like, oh, what an asshole. It's like, it's not like he's criticizing Netflix in 2012.
Yeah.
It's basically criticizing Netflix now, and that it's damaging these small studios. But I guess Netflix hasn't really reached that point because they keep pumping money in studios like crazy. So, I wonder if this is going to make more indie developers rethink this model or rethink what they're doing because
I think it's hard at the time to like when you're making an indie game. You have no idea how it's going to do. And then you got a big company saying, we'll give you X amount of dollars.
How do you say no to that?
That's the thing. How do I say no to this?
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy than Ubisoft.
Dude.
Scum Central.
Like, yeah,
it really is.
They can't stop. They can't stop.
No, they're the worst. Well, this is actually
they're great for us. Great for us.
Yeah,
just
fodder. We're not going to stop reporting on this.
Never.
But this is back actually. This is the 2020 lawsuit. Things that we've already kind of touched on.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. But the details we have not.
Right. This is 4 days of evidence that was heard in a French court, detailing between 2010 and 2020 at Ubisoft's offices in Montreal. We'll just call it Montreal, east of Paris. There were these 3 executives: Sergei Hasquet, Tommy Francois, and
Can you please use a French accent when you say these?
Sergei Hasquet,
There it
Tommy
is.
Francois,
There
and
it is.
Guillaume Poitou.
That I know exactly what you said.
You could probably
Yeah.
spell all of those perfectly.
Mhm.
These 3 assholes, executives, created an atmosphere of
Same
bullying and sexism that one member of the staff likened to a boys' club.
Surprise, surprise! It's always a boys' club. These
Weird.
guys.
Dude, I looked at all these guys. Like, some are like just like old, weird, gross perverts, and I'm like, that's the guy that made Far Cry for me. Oh,
So these
Barf.
weird, gross perverts.
Barf.
Old.
I guess it makes sense. I
Yeah.
will issue just for you guys that are concerned about this trigger warning for everything that I'm going to say from now on.
Like if you
It's
have
fucking awful.
any triggers,
Yeah, in
like
terms
this,
of
we're
like
gonna hit it.
sexual harassment or shit like that in the workplace, just hit fast forward like 4 or 5 times, just so you can get through this. I'm just gonna run through what was in the article. Former female staff members described during this 4 days of testimony. Here we go. Being tied to a chair, forced to do handstands in a skirt, subjected to constant comments about sex and their bodies, having to endure sexist and homophobic jokes, drawings of penises being stuck to computers, drawing of penises on someone's arm while they were in a meeting, a manager who farted in workers' faces or scribbled on women with marker pens, gave unsolicited shoulder massages, played pornographic films in an open plan office, and another executive who cracked a whip near people's heads.
HR Peterson just like lost.
Half
He's
that-
gone.
Yeah,
Like
he quit.
yeah,
He's like, I'm actually gonna put in my
I can't do
2-week
this.
notice with myself
I can't do this
because
anymore.
all the other HR already quit.
Oh, I died from this aneurysm.
Are you kidding me?
This is what?
The
This
cherry on top.
Are we in the late 80s in like a
And
frat?
everyone is coked out.
Is this like
There's
what are
no
we
excuse
doing?
for anyone if they're all doing this sober? Like, there's just no fucking way.
Nobody.
And the cherry on top is that the all 3 men have denied all charges. No,
Of course.
you're
they're-
not taking
they're like-
accountability at this level.
They're like,
No fucking
they're like,
way.
how many things did they say we did? It's getting hard to deny. Like 1 or 2
No,
things I could
I
probably
didn't do
deny.
any of that.
There's like 40
Imagine being,
horrible
like,
things.
listening to 4 days worth of multiple women describing your actions in the workplace, and you know they're true, and you're just like, I didn't do that.
Like, I
didn't
didn't
do any of that.
I don't even know how to
In
draw
fact,
a penis.
It sounds like you made this whole thing up, and it's one gigantic lie.
Like, you guys conspiring against me.
That is the craziest thing.
French.
You took 5 years to just write this insane book of my life, and every ounce of it is a lie. Why would they do that? I guess Hasquet said, quote, I have never wanted to harass anyone, and I don't think I have. Well, you're in the clear, Hasquet. That's all we needed to hear from you, buddy.
Oh, you didn't want to. Oh, never mind.
I didn't want to harass anyone.
I didn't.
And you know what? Listening to all this, I don't think that's harassment.
He didn't think he was harassing.
So I
anyone,
saw
that's
you were
really-
wearing a skirt, and I made you do a handstand in the office.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had my buddies hold your arms behind your back and then forcibly kissed you at an office party. I don't think that was
that. I think we're moving. I
harassment.
think we've moved past harassment at that point.
I don't think that's harassment.
That's assault, brother.
That's assault, brother. I hope all these motherfuckers end up in whatever a French prison looks like. I assume still looks like it did in the 1800s.
I'm
where people were,
picturing, like-
eating rats and
You remember the Count of Monte Cristo
like,
movie?
water dripping down the walls,
Mhm.
bricks.
You know-
People like carve like
Yeah.
X's or,
Yeah, yeah.
or like the
Yeah, yeah.
dates in the fucking
Like, there's gonna
walls.
be a torturer
There's a
somewhere.
torture
He's like a
room.
big dude
yeah.
too.
That's where these guys are going.
Yeah.
All French prisons are like this still. Thank God.
The Chateau d'If. That's what it's
Chateau
called.
d'If.
in
Nice.
Count of Monte Cristo.
That's like my
Just
favorite.
Came to
That's
me,
one of my favorite movies.
I love it
that.
too.
Ah, it's so good.
dude.
And it's got little baby Henry Cavill. in
Cavill.
it.
Yeah,
Ah,
he's
so
in there,
good.
little baby Cavill.
PlayStation has learned nothing from their mistakes with Concord
would
and
they?
plans to repeat the exact same mistakes with Marathon next year.
Well done.
These guys
honestly.
are sweet.
I think they won a Blursty last year
They
for
Concord,
for Concord,
First
and they're
launch.
just like,
and it was an all-timer.
let's do it again.
Because if you remember, Concord sold just 25,000 copies, and then they pulled it after 2 disastrous weeks. They spent 9 figures on this game. It was like $200 million on this fucking game, and they sold 25,000 copies. That's a fucking
Bro, I'm
rounding
pretty
error.
sure if we could make a game and sell
Sell
25,000 copies.
It wouldn't be that hard. I mean, we wouldn't need $200 million to do it. I would
No,
just make a sex game. Like, it's
easy.
pretty straightforward.
Done. Honestly, I kind of want to. You want to make a sex game together? Where's Abby when you need her?
I just imagining a perverted little like Pixel Peterson, and he's like 2 or 3 pixels shorter than the perverted Pixel JD.
Okay, easy.
And we just run around, dicks out.
Oh,
Side scroller.
pants do not exist in this game. Just flaccid, flaccid.
2 pixels and then a pink one. At
We
the
spent
end.
a lot of time and energy making sure it moves while they're running.
26,000 copies sold.
We did it. We beat Concord.
Herman Holst, who's the CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment's Studio Business Group. It's a mouthful. He was asked how he was going to avoid making another Concord flop during an investor-focused interview. And he admitted that feedback to Marathon's recent alpha test had been, quote, varied. But he also insisted that it will be released during Sony's current fiscal year, which ends in March of next year, March 31st.
Okay, so they got
So by
9
March so 9 months, and he says it's coming out, and the mistakes they made with Concord will not be repeated. He said,
they already are. We're already there.
quote, live service, we really see that as a great opportunity for us.
Nope. Just like we are not going to make the same mistakes in the same breath. He's just like,
he's like, live service.
however,
rocks. I fucking love it.
also, like he said, the soft launch or whatever was mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Just like Concord.
But
like,
9 months,
and
you've
like,
got
no,
9
it's
months
fine.
to fix it. It's totally fine.
No, they're
Just like-
going to say, oh, we're not going to fix it. Like we're confident
so
in
good.
in the product we're making.
But with this great opportunity, there are some unique challenges associated. And then they ask about Concord. He says, I think some really great work actually went into that title. That is a really business way to say it sucked. Some great work went into it.
Yeah, I don't doubt that there
Yeah.
were some people did a good job.
Some great work went into the Columbia shuttle.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
There
Like,
was some great
it
aspects.
doesn't
of
matter if
The
like
wings looked perfect.
there was a couple guys who really nailed their job.
Yeah, they watched it explode. They're like, "What the fuck, man? I wasn't on the
Like,
O-ring."
Who did O-rings?
Who was the
Johnson.
O-ring asshole?
Guys just sleep over
Some
there.
really great work went into that title.
Yeah.
Some really big effort.
Wow, some really big effort.
But here's his excuse.
We crunched the balls out of everybody.
Here's
That's
his
what that means.
excuse. But ultimately, that title entered into a hyper-competitive segment of the market.
Okay.
Everyone else is better than us.
Also, did you do no market research beforehand? It's like we had no idea there were other games.
How could we have seen this
Just
coming?
nobody
I
knew.
don't get it. Then he said, I think it was insufficiently differentiated to be able to resonate with players. Yeah, it was a
Everyone
boring,
told you that.
vanilla, bland piece of shit. And look at this guy doing a post-mortem like he's a fucking genius of business.
Dude,
And it's like, dude, we were saying that from afar, having not played your fucking game.
like we knew it would be bad.
I
Nobody
got that
wanted
from a
this.
tweet. Are you fucking serious? Dude, he swears he's not going to make the same mistakes again with Marathon. Instead, it sounds like they're going to make a whole bunch of new mistakes. He says the company remains very, very committed to building a diverse and resilient live service portfolio.
Just
Committed to
Here we
live
go.
service after the fucking
I want them to
figure-
lose. I want them
These
to
guys-
lose 9 figures again.
Dude. Totoki's going to come out swinging. He's just going to take this guy's head off. Are you fucking serious?
Like
Pulse is dead.
this person is actually dead. Like he's gonna
Yeah.
get murdered.
I can't believe he's just like doubling down. And this guy will get fired. This guy will 100% get fired. He'll get a golden parachute for like $20 million and he'll fuck off to the next company and do the same damn shit.
Yeah, and he'll
It
be
is
like,
so crazy.
I've got
to
some
me.
great ideas. Have you guys heard about live service?
I'll just keep saying that I'm really confident in it and we'll put our heads down in the sand and we'll just keep forcing it
It's
through.
been some really big work.
Dude, and then in the interview, he keeps going through and talking about Helldivers' success. This is the only good note he can point to, and he's clearly just trying to ape whatever it is that made that game successful without actually understanding it, and not to mention their direct efforts to undermine its success at every step.
PlayStation like absolutely tried to kill
Yes.
that.
Yes, and they cut it off, like they had
Ugh.
like the whole review bomb thing on Steam. That was because they were meddling. But then he keeps referencing Helldivers as if it was his own success.
and like he did something to make it a
and then
good
we're gonna mimic that. I was like, bro, the things you did, you shouldn't be mimicking.
Okay. Also, please stop mimicking things. Helldivers is successful because it's
Leave
its
it the
own
fuck alone.
thing.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to do that again? That's what
he has to put his fucking.
that's what happened with
He's got
Concord.
to put his mushroom stamp on everything. These fucking showed CEOs, dude. I can't with these guys.
He's a mushroom stamp it.
All right, Riblets. Little news stories. Not a lot of meat on the bone. Though our other news stories didn't have a ton of meat on the bone. That's
Well, there was some meat on those bones.
There's a little meat.
Yeah.
It's not a great night at the Chili's.
Applebee's.
Oh, it's even worse then.
Yeah.
Applebee's is terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Dude,
terrible.
my sister was asking me about the mozzarella wallets. Well, she said mozzarella
say
sticks.
that.
She called them sticks. She mentioned and asked if they were good, and I was like, it's just too much cheese.
Yeah.
It's just the ratio's off. I want a breading around like a finger-sized piece of cheese, not like an iPhone 14 Pro Max size.
You want a cheese patty?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You put that on a burger, we can talk. We can fucking talk.
Let's put that on top, but you also need like the burger too.
Yeah, I
like,
need the burger, and I need a ton of
cheese
sauce
patty
to get through it. But I'm not gonna just like pick that up and eat it with my
like
hands.
I am gonna throw up mid burger, but like,
and if I
we'll
keep
keep
it
going.
down, I'm pooping Jello.
Pooping Jello.
Don't even
I don't
ask
like
what that
that.
fucking means. You just don't want to be doing it.
Do you want to poop Jello?
Why is it making that noise coming out?
Never heard that
Did
before.
it bounce at the bottom of the bowl?
This is new.
Oh no, it's floating. No, it's not floating anymore. GameStop CEO says the company's
Fuck
future
this.
is not in games. Which
Yeah, it's in Bitcoin, right?
what's it called again? The GameStop?
Games are no longer part
No,
of
we're not going
GameStop.
to do that.
I would argue GameStop's future isn't in anything. I don't know how they're still alive.
It's in like kind of a joke and a meme.
Yeah, in a grave somewhere.
CEO Ryan Cohen, he was talking about this Bitcoin acquisition we reported on recently, where they bought like, what was it, like $50 million?
Like a ton of Bitcoin.
It's
I
like
don't
half
know.
$1 billion.
It's 500. It was
Yeah.
500 million.
It was like half a bill.
Yep.
And he says they're going to continue to focus on Bitcoin ownership, obviously, along with a focus on trading cards, including Pokemon cards, which is actually sound.
You want to be a card
How
shop?
the fuck did they not do this 5 years ago? Honestly, this is stupid because Pokemon cards have been huge for a while.
It's an easy sell.
And this an easy one. This is an easy one, having a set store, because sometimes you don't always have a card store in your neighborhood, and even if you do, you might not have one with the amount of inventory that GameStop can secure, and yet they just barely figured it. So this is like buying how they bought Bitcoin at its fucking peak. Now they're buying Pokemon cards at their peak.
Yeah.
Last month, GameStop has graded over 1 million cards with the professional sports authenticator. How much do you think that fucking ran them?
I have no idea.
I doubt that was
I don't
cheap.
know how to guess. I don't know how to guess.
So again,
A couple
buying,
Bitcoin worth.
yeah,
I don't
buying
know.
at the peak is GameStop's thing. That's their future. Bad investments, poorly
just-
timed investments.
Just do. I guess you can use them as like a prototype of what not to do with your own investment portfolio.
Perfect. You just watch what they're doing. You do the exact
You like those
opposite.
two. You like there's like people that you follow and you like match what they do.
Yeah. So
Pretty much any
GameStop
politician.
buys $500 million in Bitcoin. You immediately
like, oh,
sell
yeah.
all of your Bitcoin.
Like we don't need Bitcoin. It's about to drop
Yeah, it's
big
about
time.
to plummet. Yeah, you sell it off. Grounded 2 apparently exists only because Obsidian was running out of room in Grounded 1.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I like that.
I was looking at like what was added to Grounded 2, and they added like mounts and stuff like that. And they were talking about like they wanted mounts in Grounded 1. It just wasn't big enough.
Yeah, it
They were
wasn't
like
capable, and like the Unreal Engine they were running.
it's like they did it and they tested it and it was like it just didn't work.
Grounded felt like to me a bit like had like Fortnite energy, where they didn't realize how big it was going to be, but they were making like a really good thing.
Right,
It had,
right.
like really good bones.
Yeah.
And then when it did take off, they were able to run with it. But unlike Fortnite, Grounded didn't have like the technical like foundation, I think, to do a lot of the things they wanted to do, and they run up against that at the end of Grounded 1.
All of the preliminary reviews that I've read of Grounded 2 said Grounded
it,
1,
like,
but
in-
better.
Is it in?
So like people have been able to test it
Oh,
and write reviews
wow.
about it, and they say it's Grounded 1, but better. Everything's better across the board. Combat, movement, building.
That's kind of what I feel like too. I'm glad because
Yeah,
we
same.
played Grounded 1 for like dozens of
We
hours.
played for a while.
And it was really great, but I did feel like I could use a little more.
Like this could be better.
And I think we'll definitely hop into
Yeah.
too. This executive producer, Marcus Morgan, he was asked why they made a sequel instead of just keep updating Grounded 1. He said he started on the original Xbox One to give you some reference of how old it is. And they would have had to do a hard load in the game to account for the size. Like you'd have to the game would go black loading screen before you move to the next area. He's like, that just sucks because it breaks immersion.
Yeah, no, and this feels like, again, it's a static map too, so it's not like they to make it bigger they would just have to do it. Wouldn't they just need to start from scratch, honestly.
And that's cool because they're obviously thinking about that now with Grounded 2, and it sounds like Grounded 2 might be the one where they have this game for 10-15 years because they build it with the proper foundation, knowing they've got the fan base for it, and they can just keep adding. The Gunnar Game of the Year Stellar Blades mods are 41% smut, ensuring that gamers will never see the light of heaven.
That's a great headline.
Did
you write that headline?
No. PC Gamer wrote that headline.
Amazing.
Just
that's why they're getting paid the big bucks.
Yeah, they're making $17 an article for that.
Gunnar Game of the Year.
41% smut. You know what? What do you think our podcast is? I'd say we're
like 35% smut. Yeah. We could do better. Honestly, we could do better.
A lot lower when our moms were alive. My mom would call me and be like, Jonathan,
that is true.
How dare you say what you said? You said penis on the podcast. I'm so sorry, Mom. I won't say that again.
But guess what? We don't have any parents listening anymore. We can just say whatever we want.
Orphan boys.
We used to have a kid that listened. That we knew. Not anymore.
Nope, he's 18.
We say whatever we want
we
now.
Say whatever the fuck we want. Okay, so
can we be the Gunnar podcast of the year?
We kind of are. It's got a lot more sexual lately.
In the J chat, raise your hand if you're gooning right now.
Drop your D pics in chat. 8 = capital D. Of the 234 mods available for Stellar Blade right now, 96 of them are marked as adult. And the top 10 mods are all adult only.
The top 10 mods.
And they've downloaded, of those top 10, a collective 250,000 times. Nobody wants to play this game straight.
They're like, this game is pretty good, and like this character is making me horny. So what can I do about that? And they're like, let's see if there's any mods. And they do, and like that's all the mods.
I don't have to play this game like an idiot anymore. This gives a complete new meaning to the idea of playing a vanilla base game. Like, that game's too vanilla. Where are her nipple clamps?
Why does she have
her nipple clamps not attached to her butt plug?
Wait, did you download the mod where the nipple clamps move though while you're running around?
No,
you gotta
I tapped out after I saw the quote Eve feet hands mod. Did you see this one? It gives the character Eve feet instead of hands, and so she's like touching her face with her feet hands. I was like, no. I think the funniest meme I've seen is just this universal recognition on the internet that foot fetish guys are the worst degenerate fucks.
It's the worst.
Like, you can be into so much gross, nasty porn, but if you're into foot stuff, we are not compatible.
Like, I do kind of want to play this game with the feet hands mod though.
Oh,
I would just laugh the whole time.
No, it's gross. It was weird. I just saw screenshots of it and I was deeply disturbed. I did not like Eve feet hands. Stellar Blade.
It's so stupid. Like, what?
No, because they have to have a porn mod for everything.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's one where she's just constantly peeing, and it never stops.
Every time she gets it, just pee.
Fucking piss. God. Every fetish is covered. There's 96 of these fucking mods. You don't think there's
Oh, that's great.
Speaking of which, oh wait, I have this clip. Where is it?
Dude, it's time for JD's sales report.
It's JD's sales report. Stellar Blade. This game has already outperformed every other PlayStation PC port in less than 24 hours. I think we just covered
Y'all
why.
are so horny.
Yeah, because they weren't able to mod this before it went on to PC, and it just did gangbusters. There were
Should I be playing? Should we be streaming this game?
100,000 players were playing Stellar Blade on Steam at the same time, which is more than we've seen collectively play any other PlayStation port. Also, Nintendo Switch 2 has sold over 35 million units worldwide in its first 4 days.
Yeah,
that's insane. The prices and all the tariffs and shit had no impact.
People didn't care. They were just like, I guess I want this because my Switch doesn't work anymore.
And then finally, Fallout Shelter has been downloaded over 230 million times in the last 10 years. Is that insane? That's people re-downloading it.
I mean, I downloaded it once.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have just had it on their phone.
You can just do it on your phone and play it for a little bit.
Yeah, and you can plug away on it.
That's good though.
And I bet that show made everyone go re-download.
That is absolutely. You're absolutely right.
And so
people are just like, I want to play any Fallout anything.
Fallout 4.
Yeah,
that's when it came out as a companion mobile game, and then then the show came out, and everyone's like,
good for them though.
Watching the show while you play Fallout Shelter. I mean, it's fully immersive.
Everyone should watch that show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go let that stupid dog out.
You're gonna leave me alone with the audience?
I guess.
On video? What should I do? I'm definitely gonna take my pants off.
Yours are still on.
All right, chat. Say something. I want to see you guys type something into the chat that will shock JD when he comes back. He's letting the dogs out. No.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna make it, you guys. Oh, I made it.
Is this like a existential thing, or is this like a just right now climbing over this?
Just self-reassurance. All right, let's do this shit. Kudos. Segment, which we're so good at lately. I feel like things have been going
will be
well
so positive
in my life, in all of your lives. I'm sure positivity coming natural lately. I'd say for me.
I could tell. Yeah. I do have a quick one that I didn't put on the doc.
Do it. Whatever.
There we go. We got some. Thank you.
Patrick gets it.
Patrick gets it. Okay. So one of our long-term listeners, Hiram Briscoe, he my son's calling. Can't answer. I'm friends with his sister randomly on Facebook.
Okay.
And so it's kind of a random connection. I saw her post something about him. They were making Grand. You know what Grand is?
Sounds familiar.
It's from the Hobbit movies. Or is it Lord of the Rings? It's the big
it's the
Grand.
The battering ram.
Yes. So they were doing the Red Bull boxcar competition.
Oh my god. What?
And they made Grand.
Dude, I saw the news on that. How was I not aware that it happened? I feel so
and
stupid.
One of our listeners is this guy, and they won some stuff.
What?
They made a sweet Grand. He said they're called Orcs and Dorks.
It's a fantastic kudos.
Yeah, and so he was like, because I messaged him. I was like, dude, I saw your sister posted this.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we're going to do this. Super excited. Then he says, give us a shout out on the next podcast. So I'm giving you a shout out, Hiram.
Dude, I feel like I know a famous person.
He said, my favorite part of this, I was like, dude, how'd you guys do? What was the award? He said, we each got a $150 Maverick gift card.
Dope.
Plus 2 free burritos.
I looped that in with the gift card.
I was like,
just make it a clean 160.
Why just 2? 2 free burritos. Let's just give you a couple burritos. Yeah.
That's
so don't eat those burritos from Maverick. You will poop later, and it's gonna be bad.
That's what I like to do, though.
Oh,
I like pooping later.
Yeah, but I mean, Maverick burrito poop.
It goes out the same way it comes in, bro.
I don't know if you've ever been there.
It's an easy slide in, slide out situation. It's still in the
so.
tortilla.
I guess so. So Orcs and Dorks for their Grand soapbox card. It looks dope.
That's the coolest idea too.
They honestly they're all wearing costumes too. If you can see their costumes in this, it's great.
They did
an amazing job. So shout out to Hiram.
Oh, it's so cool.
And
it's so
Orcs and Dorks.
Okay, dope.
I do have another one. Do you
do
have?
it.
Do you have an actual kudos?
I have an actual kudos.
Okay.
I would like.
Is it?
Well,
What? Didn't like the sound of that. Didn't like the sound of that.
I have a kudos for suffering and pain.
Here we go. This is positivity segment. Here we go. Let's do a spin.
I am kidding. Here's my spin. I have a kudos that goes out to my support network, which includes Peterson and my family and my friends and Jackson and Trent and Jeff and so many people in my life who I love and who apparently love me, which is nice, and care about me. I've been going through some crazy hard shit over the last like week or so.
Yep.
And gotten into some very, very dark places. And I might not be here if it wasn't for that support network. And I just think everyone that has helped me out over this last week, brought me food and just like kept my head above water is just amazing. And I'm just so fucking lucky. I don't know how I got this lucky. To have people that not only have gone through my situation, but people that can relate to me, people that are great at listening, people who just want to help. Just knowing that, just having that has been one of the coolest experiences of my life amid one of the worst experiences of my life. So that dichotomy has been kind of interesting. So yeah, kudos to everyone, and probably most of you are listening. So thank you guys so much. I love all of you, and get me through it.
Well, kudos to you for reaching out when you need it. So,
Yeah.
because that's hard.
It's fucking way hard.
I have a more traditional kudos.
Yeah, no, let's get back to a kudos.
A kudos. Someone gave me some of those. Have you had those coffee candies, those hard candies, coffee candies? They're called Copico.
Yep.
Someone gave me a handful of those, and
oh, you like anything coffee flavored?
they're so good. I couldn't stop eating them. There's real coffee. They're real coffee too. So like that
if you
probably
ever
helped.
really like take the plunge and get the acquired taste that is drinking coffee, you're gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like,
honestly, I'll probably gain weight though because I like the sweet stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it'd be like,
it's
yeah.
gonna be like the episode of The Office where they get the cappuccino machine and they're just drinking it like crazy.
Or when Terry gets the nibs in
Yes.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine and he gains
one little
such
coffee.
weight.
Just one little coffee drink.
Yeah.
Just one little cappuccino.
Yeah, these Copico little hard candies, Kopiko, they're so good. I've been thinking about them regularly since
this is an
I had
Asian
them.
candy, right? You get this at the
I don't
Asian
know.
store?
I don't know where they came from.
Copico
I was just given a handful of these and I was like, all right. And
I like that you describe it as if like somebody like we were warned about as children literally just came up and was like, "You want some candy?"
that's what it felt like.
And you're like, "Yes," and you're rewarded for saying yes and being open minded.
Yeah. I know you can
coffee.
You can buy them on Amazon.
Dude, yeah, you should probably just start drinking coffee at this point. It literally is just like all the branding is your pocket coffee anytime, anywhere. It's all just like, yeah, you love coffee,
Okay,
you love this. And
so
people's like, I hate coffee, but
here's
I
how
love everything that's made out of coffee.
Okay, I have a rule for myself and for other people around me because I love coffee flavored stuff, and that's how I always refer to it as coffee flavored stuff.
Right.
Just you don't read the ingredients list.
Why?
You just pretend like it's not coffee and you're just like, well, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, I have a cup of hot coffee waiting for you next time you come over here.
All right.
And you're like, wow,
Okay.
this is
Okay.
the nectar of the gods.
Let's just as long as it's not
drink. I like
I've
it.
tasted black
Another.
coffee and I was like, oh, I didn't like that.
No, don't start with black coffee. No one does that.
It tastes like burnt water.
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
Cowboys in the late 1800s started with coffee.
And I honestly, I don't really relate to cowboys that much. Like
Not
we
that
don't have a
much.
lot in common. But
Just a
some
little
things,
bit.
not like a lot though.
Yeah,
I'm kind of a cowboy though.
I like the hat.
I do need a hat.
What can I say? I like a good Stetson.
So Copico hard candies.
Top 10. Take it from the top. Top 10. Don't stop.
There it is, probably. All right. We got another listener top 10.
Patrick said they put coffee in the cinnamon rolls at his work.
Ooh,
Those are like two of my favorite things.
cinnamon rolls.
I
and
love
coffee.
cinnamon rolls.
I just like eating a cinnamon roll with a cup of coffee because I'll take a bite and then I'll sip coffee
Oh
when
my
it's in my
gosh.
mouth and then it soaks up all the coffee.
What?
There's other ways to drink coffee. All right, we've got a top 10, listener top 10. I think we have so many of these. We might have to start doubling up on these.
Nah,
Whatever. We'll
doesn't
just keep
matter.
doing one every week. All
Yeah.
right, this week's comes to us from Skylar,
Skylar.
who emailed in, started it just says top 10 and it starts with 10. It's refreshing. It's nice.
No explanation given.
No caveats.
Honestly, we're just assuming he did it like 10, like
His
a real
10th
top
favorite
10.
game, starting at 10.
Yeah, there we go.
Dota 2.
Okay, how is this 10?
That's what are we doing?
You have 40,000 hours in this game.
Oh, no. 9,300 hours.
Dude, I know. Every time I see him on that game more than any other game.
Well, here's what he says. Despite me having over 9,300 hours in this game, it's not a great game.
I'm just addicted to it. It's like the black coffee of games.
Look, dude, black tar heroin isn't a great drug,
I
but
just
it's
love
something
it.
I've enjoyed playing over the last 20 years. Number 9, Path of Exile. He says having 3,700 hours in this
I
game.
was like, dude, these are the games you can sink your life into.
And he's just like, this is just background noise for the good games. He says resetting every 3 months back in the day was always something to look forward to, new builds to try, new content to see. With the development cycle slowing down and Path of Exile 2 being worked on, I'm playing this a lot less, and I'm barely playing Path of Exile 2.
I was going to ask, like, Path of Exile 2 is out, and he's just like,
just had a ton of fun playing it over the last 10 years, and it just had to make the list.
30,000 hours. Wasn't that
Yeah.
what it said?
Yeah, 3 million hours.
Yep.
Number 8, Tribes 1 and Tribes 2.
Wait, what even is that?
Oh,
We got to look it up.
look, I have to look it up.
Yes.
I already have like 8 screens in front of me.
Then you're primed for it. You can just point around. Look.
I'm like fucking Tom Cruise in Minority Report.
Thank
right now.
you. That's exactly what I was thinking. Tribes 1 and 2. Now I got to
Look it
look
up.
it up. I have 2 phones. I'll just look it up on the second
And I got my
phone.
phone here too. Tribes 2. He says, this is the very first game I purchased when I built my very own PC back in 1999. Ooh, I know what your speakers looked like. I was shopping at Circuit City
1000%.
and I saw Star Siege Tribes, not even knowing what it was. I picked it up and played it so much I nearly didn't graduate high school.
Smart.
Yeah, no, if this
Smart.
game almost makes you get a GED, it should be on your top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, he's lucky he wasn't playing Dota 2 back then,
Yeah.
because he was like, yeah, I didn't graduate
yeah,
high
no way.
school.
Said I also made a ton of new friends that I still play with games with to this day. That is fucking neat. That is neat. Number 7, Descent 1 and Descent 2. Yes.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
these. You know these.
Mm-hmm.
These are those flight sim games.
Wait. Also, though, I do notice he is doing multiple
doubling
games.
up.
Yeah, he's doubling up. Yeah.
But he's not acknowledging it, which I think is a class act move. He's just like, I'm just gonna.
just doing it.
Yeah. It's just
and
like
you're
when
like-
you speed by a cop and you're like, what are you gonna fucking do?
Just make eye contact
You
with him.
don't.
as
You just
go.
like pretend like you're like it's like fine. Or when you shoplift in front of the loss prevention guy.
I've never done either of those things. You're acting like that's a normal thing.
What do you normally do
see
on
a
your
cop,
weekend?
I see a cop and I put both hands on the wheel and like I get all stiff and I'm like, everyone acts lawful in this car.
I steal shit from Target, and on the way out, I just like stone face. I get in my car and I buzz by a cop. It's the only way I can feel alive anymore.
I'm gonna try that. That sounds like a good idea.
Like I said, we're going for rock bottom here. Number 7.
Wait, what was number 7
Descent
again?
1 and
Oh, yeah.
Descent 2. He says, I don't remember how I stumbled across Descent. Probably like you just stumbled across Tribes.
Yeah, like
The same way you walk into Best Buy and you just like see a cool picture on the box and you're like, well, let's
that's
fucking
how
do
I
that.
stumbled across the Elder Scrolls. I bought Morrowind like that at a
Yeah,
Walmart.
Just looks sick.
I was like, I
Like,
can
all
play
right,
that.
tight. Yeah, that's the no one gets their due. The cover artists of like the 90s and early 2000s.
Mhm.
They didn't have trailers. They didn't have shit. If you were
Even if they did, we didn't see it.
yeah, we weren't all buying gaming
No.
magazines, so it was like all up to the little piece of art on that crystal case.
Mhm.
He says it had something to do with online LAN emulator program called Kali. He says I picked up joysticks, had them replaced and repaired numerous times. Ooh, playing Descent on joysticks was a must. Competed in top leaderboards for prizes, usually joysticks and other hardware. This game was really what got me into 3D gaming because I coerced my dad to buy me a monster 3D graphics accelerator.
Wow.
This is before video cards were a thing.
Yeah. No,
Fuck.
we bought one of these.
For Descent
We bought
2.
one of these one time.
Man, I sure do miss those 3DFX Voodoo cards. OpenGL was never as good. Wow. I'm like,
I don't even know what you're talking
I
about.
know. I was gonna say I gamed on PC. I played Descent on PC. I have no fucking idea what you were talking about, but sounds sick.
We
'Cause I only
need a
played Descent
technical
1.
guy back on this podcast to understand this stuff.
Yeah, and like explain it in a way that he does. It makes it clear he doesn't understand it. Number 6, Stardew Valley. Skylar says I'd never played a game like it. Same. Didn't even know Harvest Moon was a thing until after this game came out. I remember its humble beginnings, and it was a fairly short game. Yeah. Did you play it when it was short?
I played it on the Switch, so it was pretty
Oh,
long.
yeah,
I mean, it wasn't like
Played
super
it
long,
pretty
but
early, and it was like you beat it in 12 hours. If you
oh,
wanted to. However, the game is still being worked on to this day, which is
Mhm.
amazing, and I've completed
Mhm.
it several times in each of its iterations, including reaching perfection in December of 2024.
classic.
630 hours played. What do you hate it? And many more to come, I'm sure. 630 is
I don't know where he finds all this time.
you don't find it, you make it. You
Also,
don't find 6,000 hours to play one game.
also
you make it.
cocaine.
Well, yeah, obviously. Time dilation. Number 5, Terraria. I could never get into Minecraft, and I couldn't tell you why, but Terraria was my jam. It also helped that Phil liked playing it, Phil Skylar's brother, and I also got my children into it too. Same story as Stardew Valley, humble beginnings, very little content, but the game still keeps growing.
He's got a ton of content now.
Even though the author said he's done, I doubt he'll ever finish, especially considering Terraria.
My
2
kids
was
play this
jam.
game a lot. They play a lot of Terraria.
couldn't
It's
get
like
into
one they go back to.
Why couldn't I get into
I don't
it?
like it either. I don't like
tried.
how I don't like it's pixelated and it's like
There's a
Minecraft side-scrolling
side-scroller.
Minecraft, but it's like so small. I'm like, I said, am I too old?
I think
Am
we
I
need
too old?
glasses.
Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is that? I can't tell what that is.
That's how I felt about Noita. Just
Mm,
when they get too pixely, and I'm like, what am I fucking looking at?
yeah,
Get my bifocals, son. Number 4, Celeste.
this is such a good game.
Skylar says, I've played several platformers, but none of them were as challenging or as awesome as this game. Amazing soundtrack, great story, just an overall challenging game. It's not over the top like Super Meat Boy, so it's actually playable and winnable. That's what I thought. Celeste was really hard for me, but it didn't seem like it was trying to punish me for playing it like Super
Like
Meat
the
Boy
game
was.
doesn't hate you.
Yeah, Super Meat Boy hates you.
Yeah, it does.
Some of those
actively.
games are like those platformers. This is like ultra hard platformers. Are like fuck you, and then you play it so you can say fuck you back to the game.
Yeah, no.
That's not my style.
Celeste is I didn't even play it, and I have a lot of like respect for it because I know it's just like an incredible game.
Yeah.
I just don't like platformers. It's not my thing.
Yeah. Number 3. Whoa. Kingdom 2 Crowns and Kingdom 80s, the Kingdom
What?
series. Wow. Played this. Wow. He says it's such a simple game, all with no hints, just things and patterns you have to figure out on your own. Great with friends. He's not wrong. Fantastic. Kingdom 2 Crowns. Fantastic co-op game.
I haven't played these ones either.
I didn't know Skylar was that into it.
That's his number 3.
Number 3.
Wow.
Incredible. Number 2. Oh boy, give it up. Give it up. It wouldn't be a Manning's Bro list without one of these games, subset game on it. FTL
Mm-hmm.
says, I mean, come on. This game defined my love for roguelikes, banger soundtrack, super challenging.
There's a soundtrack.
You dummy. You absolute dummy.
In fact, while you were watching me play Doom, which I'll talk about later, did you notice I turned the music like so down? I was like, okay, music's too loud for me.
No, if you play Doom with the regular music volume and like headphones on, your hair grows like 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's true.
Yeah, and then you just start shaking your head up and down.
And then you get a barbed wire tattoo around
it
your
just
arm.
appears like a Pam Anderson barbed wire tat right on your arm. And then a jean vest with like roughly cut off
I
sleeves.
do have a jean jacket. Can I cut the sleeves off when I
and
play?
like a baseball shirt underneath.
Oh
And
yeah,
it says 666 on it.
or 69.
Well, it's Doom.
Well, that's
Not
true.
Doom with mods. And finally, number 1 for
What's
Skylar's
number
list.
1? Hold on.
You're
hold
not
on.
going to get it.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
Never
there's
mind.
no
I
way you're
won't
gonna
guess.
Fucking get it. System Shock 2. Holy fuck.
What?
Yeah. He says, this was one of the games I purchased at Circuit City when I built my first PC in 99. I didn't know what System Shock was, the first one. The game just looked super cool. The story's awesome. The voice acting's awesome. The mystery's awesome. And I can't wait for more. The
Well,
sequel
I don't
has
even know this
unfortunately been
game.
marred by it's the spiritual successor to BioShock.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Yeah. Okay.
I hope Tencent brings it to light. I played through this game start to finish at least 5 times. I'll probably play it again soon. I gotta say that is
Wow.
surprising to see.
That's
Like
so
his
surprising.
most played games, his most played, I think, all time game, Dota 2, down at number 10,
Barely
number
made the cut.
9 at like the second most played game, and it just kind of goes. I mean, I respect this list is that he really thought about what his top 10 were, not the games he'd played the most, because that is a difference. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. That's
Because
absolutely true.
my most played game on Steam is Valheim, and it didn't even make my honorable
And it wasn't on
mentions.
your list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get that. I respect that. Speaking of honorable mentions, Skylar has a few. Valheim,
Okay.
good one.
Yeah.
Undertale, also good. And BioShock 1 and Infinite, but not 2. Fuck you.
Oh,
Fuck you.
JD just
Get
got
outta
so
here.
mad.
I just deleted your email. Fuck that list.
I'm erasing the list. JD's like so mad right now. It's like, that wasn't BioShock 2 on your top 10?
Yeah, I was like up there.
He was like, not the other two ones.
He's like, I like all the other crappy ones. Just thank you, Skylar. That was a fantastic list. Excellent work. Excellent work.
Scroll down right there.
Dice of Destiny.
All right, Dice of Destiny is this game we play at the end of every episode. We roll a 20-sided dice with 20 different genres assigned to it, and then we roll a price dice. And somebody, whoever rolls the unlucky dice, has to find a game in that genre for that price, pick it, play it, review it. And a couple weeks back, Peterson rolled an $80 shooter, and he selected Doom: The Dark Ages.
I did.
Doom: The Dark Ages.
It took me a minute to.
Doom.
Okay, are we still doing this?
Dark Ages.
Go lower.
Doom. The Dark Ages.
The Dark Ages. Oh my gosh. There we go. That's the sound we're looking for. Give me more of that. Now you've captured the essence of Doom.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
Like cancerous cough is really like what we're going for.
Yes.
Doom: The Dark Ages. So I finally started playing this. I actually streamed it. A couple people watched. JD watched me play it.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it so much. I didn't play Doom Eternal or Doom. What was the other one?
Well, there's just Doom, and then it was
What?
Doom Eternal.
I thought there was one more.
Doom 2018.
No, I don't know. Anyways, I haven't played a Doom game for a long time.
Yeah, it was Doom, then Doom Eternal, now this.
Okay. But I was interested in this one from the get-go. Like when we saw the trailers, I was like, this game looks amazing. It looks so fun.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came out on Game Pass, I was like, okay, I want to play this. And then I rolled shooter and I was like, this is a slam dunk. So I downloaded Doom Dark Ages, booted it up, played it immediately, like right away. I was messaging like, oh, I love this game.
It's so great.
Because
it's so cool.
It is just a murder fest.
Yeah.
That's all. And I knew Doom was like that because I've played Doom, I've seen Doom. But it just felt good. I don't know. Something about it just hit right now. I just wanted to murder,
slaughter
so many things.
Dude.
And they give you a lot of creative ways to do it.
Yeah.
You start off with a shotgun. I thought, okay, first off, I did think this was like medieval Doom, and it kind of is, but it kind of isn't.
Gets there later.
Because
you remember the medieval knights that fought with chainsaw shields
and shotguns and that were beamed down in a spaceship.
Right. I remember that. Of King Arthur.
I did. Where do you think Merlin came from?
What do you think Merlin was?
So you start off, and the demons are raiding a town looking for something. I can't remember what it was. Like the
demon stuff.
The skull of something. They wanted some artifact,
shit. Yeah,
and it would make them win. And the humans
for it will make us win.
That's a direct quote. With that same voice.
You play it.
And then the aliens
Yeah.
are like,
naturally.
all right, send in the Slayer. because that's you. You're
Yeah.
the Doom Slayer.
Right.
Send in the Slayer, and they literally like activate you and then beam you down, and you're just like right away.
You just start killing.
You don't just get down and you're like, whoa, what
You're all
happened? Like,
groggy.
no. You are like, finally, I'm unleashed, and you just
Yeah.
have a shotgun and a shield. Is how you start, a regular shield, and you start off with shoot and a shield bash. And the shield bash is great because you just like charge guys, like it just like jumps to them and it blows up people in a crazy radius.
Oh God.
Like you just shield bash guys and everything explodes. Also, this game had one of my favorite features was when you jump, there's no fall damage. When you jump down, the
Any
further you fall, the harder your impact explodes guys around you.
Mhm.
Just like tons of ways to kill.
It's the fucking craziest.
And they're just going through and they're like, here's a boss. And they spoon feed you weapons, just like any other game, spoon feed you weapons and abilities. And then like the different currency, like there was a gold you could find, and you find this little altar, and then you can level up your abilities. And then you add the punch. You're like, oh, we found the gauntlet, and now you can punch guys too. So yeah, it's just like there was nothing revolutionary about this, right? It was Doom music, lots of demons spawning in just out of nowhere. It doesn't matter. Like
Things exploding.
this game didn't care. This game
That
did
was
not
what we
care.
kept saying when we were watching. When I was watching you stream, is the game just doesn't give a fuck.
No, not at all.
Unapologetic.
Yeah, they're just like, we don't care what's happening really. We just want you to come in and slaughter everything. And there's like the bosses, you stun them, and then you like
Do not
do an
come.
ability. Oh, I played the next one.
I'm gonna come.
Me too, Kamala.
Me too.
What was I saying? Oh, and then they add like this, your shield gets a chainsaw on it, and then you can just throw the chainsaw
And
at
there's
guys.
like a million different guys, like a million different aliens. They all look different, and it's like, should we just like make a race of aliens? And they're like, nah, just make a billion different aliens. Who
Just
gives
make a
fuck?
ton of them.
They just don't care.
They don't care.
They just don't care.
I don't even know if it made
There's
sense.
no logic to the story. There's no logic to the gameplay. Like why the physics of it don't make any sense.
No,
They just don't care.
it didn't care. At one point, like I hopped on a turret and I just shot a giant demon. There's a giant demon.
The coolest fucking
And then-
shit.
And then at some point, it's like,
It's
oh,
a
do you want to?
kaiju demon?
Yeah, and then it's like, do you want to fight the kaiju demon? You want to fist fight him?
You
wanna fist fight him?
in like your
Okay.
Pacific Rim suit?
Yes, and you get
And they're
get
like,
your
"We just
own.
Don't care.
You're like, none of it makes sense.
Yeah, and the fight's not that hard. You just
No.
kill the shit out of the demons.
So easy.
So it's like, wait, shouldn't the kaiju be harder? And it's like some epic battle. They're like, no, you just
No.
kill him, and then we'll send 5 more after
And
you.
you just like you start punching him. You're in your giant Mechazord.
You punch his arm off.
You just yeah.
You punch the meat off of his arm bones,
Yes.
and he keeps fighting you, and he's got like shredded fucking arms, and his bones are sticking out, and you kill him, and you're just
And
like,
you stun him, and then you kick him into oblivion.
and
You just like,
don't. And then
destroy him.
another one shows up.
and then they're like, "Oh, did you want a gun for your suit?" And you're like, "Okay." And then it gives you a gun, and you're just like, that was the easiest
Sure.
part of the game.
Sure,
I just had to like point
yeah.
and shoot, and just like I'm just shredding, same type of thing. I'm shooting them, and their skin is blowing off. Like
just so cool. Just
I don't
so
know. I think
unrelentingly
everything was the
cool.
right time for this because it felt really good
Yeah.
to just and like the finishing moves. I'm like, you get your chainsaw shield and you just chop a guy in half, or you stomp his head in, or you cut his head off.
That was my favorite, is when you knock him on his back and then you decapitate him into the ground.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like watching that.
This
I'm a big
game,
fan of that.
this game was unapologetic. Did not care.
No.
It just wanted you to kill so many things and so quickly. That was one of the things that JD was like, dude, you have like 9 health left, and you don't turn and run. You just
don't
like
go heal. You have to
keep
keep
fighting.
killing. You keep
Just,
killing
like,
forward,
keep killing
because
stuff.
that's the only way to get health. It's the only way to get ammo.
If you turn and run, they'll shoot you and you'll
Yeah.
get hit.
You're
Like
not
you
gonna
will
go
get
find
hit.
cover.
No, you
That's
just
not
have
this
to
guy's
go forward and just murder. So, needless to say, I played this game. I played only the first 3 chapters because honestly, after 3 chapters, I was like, I need a break.
Yeah,
Like this is just like go the whole time,
it's what it feels like to have ADHD. Like Doom,
dude.
That's what it's
And I was getting more abilities, and like they were, like you could throw your chainsaw shield into the wall, into the what was it? It was a meat node or something like that,
Oh,
and then it just like sticks there, and then you like
oh.
port to it. Like I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Like none of it makes sense, and they don't care. It didn't even have to make sense.
Use a
Nobody
meat
cares.
Anchor. Duh.
Yeah. And so this game, I think, honestly, is a must play.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
right
on Game
time.
Pass.
You want to kill some stuff, do it. I got it on Game Pass. You want to kill stuff, this is the game for you to do. It's honestly, it is really good. Like it played smoothly. I'll talk about like the sound design was good. The game controls felt good. It played very smooth. It wasn't the guns. Here's how much they didn't care. You don't have to reload at any point. The guns just automatically have as many bullets as you have. That's as many as you can shoot. And it says if it's a 200,
you're just dragging chains of ammo behind you, and then if you pick up more ammo, you just clip it.
It's just automatically in.
Yeah,
it's just you
there.
do not reload at any point.
Yeah, fucking awesome.
And yeah, and there's like plasma guns. Like it says like space demon medieval. I don't know. I didn't get to the point where I haven't gotten to the point yet where I'm going to ride on a dragon. I did see a dragon fighting the kaiju.
Naturally, in
the
a
dragon's
Doom
just
game,
like
you just ride a dragon.
I'm going to ride a dragon.
They just don't give a shit.
I also think I'm going to rebel against the aliens. I think they kind of dropped that little nugget, and so kind of excited to see where
don't
this
work
game
for them.
goes. Yeah, you seemed like you hated them,
Yeah,
and they were just like using you.
right. They're aliens.
Yeah,
You come and kidnap one human, it probably shouldn't be this guy.
not this guy.
Not this
him.
guy.
Not the
Kidnap one of
Slayer.
the stupid ones.
They call you the
or
Slayer.
the peasants.
They think they're gonna keep you.
Yeah,
Get some stupid peasant,
yeah. Don't kidnap
like
this
some
guy.
podcaster or something like that. It's just
Yeah.
like get him.
Yeah, just
So,
get him and just like take
no
him and walk
value.
away. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, anyways, I really loved. Like, I was telling my friends, so I was like, I loved this game. Like, I loved it. I had such a good. It's a game. Had a great time
Mhm.
playing it. Felt like a game.
So here's my question: is this do you Game Pass love it or do you $80 love it? Actually, how much does it retail for?
It's like $70 or $80 or something.
Yeah, I imagine. It's
I would
at least
not-
70.
If you're a huge fan, then yeah, go ahead and
Yeah,
buy
it's
it.
70.
For me, this is Game Pass. Every game, here's the problem. Every game is a wait for a sale, I feel like,
At this point, yeah,
because they're gonna go on
I'm
sale.
too poor. I have
like-
to wait. It's not an option.
Well, and they do so many sales at this point that you're like, I can wait. Like,
Bitch, I work at a bakery.
like I can wait and just wait. I'll just wait. There's so many games to play. I'm not like dying to play every
And my
game on
backlog
day
is
one.
500 miles long.
Yeah, so you're just like,
I can wait.
I don't know, wait for the sale. Get
I
on Game
wonder-
Pass.
Yeah, let's see what let's see. Doom Eternal costs right now on Steam is $40. But let's see what it goes down.
what it goes down to.
I mean, already $40 is fantastic for that game. That's kind of a steal. Why are you verifying that I'm a human?
Come on, are you a human or a robot?
Beep blorp, more.
I freaking knew it. I
It
freaking
goes
know from the
down
start.
to holy shit, $10.
I'm telling
as
you,
low as $10. So yeah, you might as well.
like if you love Doom, just get Game Pass and play this. That's what I just get for a month.
But I think I might toss this on my Steam list and maybe 2-3 years pick it up for.
It's so fun.
A
It's so
dime.
fun.
Oh,
You just
fuck
want to
yeah.
kill stuff. Like sometimes I just want to kill stuff. So I loved it.
Sometimes.
I loved it.
Okay, that means we got to re-roll. Look at all these dice.
Oh,
Look at all that.
I hate that round dice. I don't like those ones.
They're so stupid. I don't know. I've had these since I was a little kid. They're just there.
Your dice bag,
My dice sack.
dice sack. I like
All
that.
right, so let's figure out who's going to be rolling the next dice out of the dice sack. We got to
All right.
re-roll
We'll do the 20.
for
Wait.
who's rolling. Oh, do you want? Oh,
We do
did
the 21st.
21st.
This is JD's first time.
I've never done Dice Destiny before. This is a cool game. I like the concept. A
9.
9.
I was like, I was like, I know it's gonna be a 1. This kind of day.
Yeah,
This is the one.
be that kind of day. All right, so that means that was a puzzle. 9 is a puzzle game. I'm gonna put that on here at some point here, maybe. Puzzle. And Puzzle is off, and survival is on.
Okay.
So that'll be
Oh,
fun.
okay.
All right, let's see.
Puzzle.
What do you want?
What's a good
Let's-
6-sided dice? Do not get that. No. Stop. No, those little
Four-sided.
4-sided dice are the
There's two of
stupidest
us. You
dice.
divide by 2. Okay, you want odds or evens?
Evens.
God, it's you again.
It's a deuce.
It's a big
All right,
deuce.
let's do it.
Okay.
What
so-
is it? What was it? A puzzle game?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
boy.
how much do you think it's going to cost?
Okay.
I roll my 7-sided dice. Actually, is this a 7-sided dice?
7? It's 8.
No.
No, 7-sided dice. That's a 10. That's a 10-sided dice. That's the 8 right there.
This is 8. We'll do an 8. Go up to $80 now.
4.
All
40
right.
bucks for a puzzle game. I don't think they make puzzle
They
games
don't
that
Get
expensive. It's like $25 max.
It's kind of funny. That's a fun dichotomy to go from a game that you just wanted to kill stuff and you're killing everything.
Now I have to use my brain.
Now you have to use your brain in a puzzler game.
I don't want to use my brain.
Usually they're pretty relaxing, so that's kind of fun. So Peterson will have a selection for us next week for his
$40 puzzler.
$40 puzzle game.
Puzzles. Why do they call it puzzles?
Is this a riddle?
That's the puzzle.
oh,
It's from a show.
puzzle.
It's from a show. Who knows what show that's from? Why is it called puzzles?
Nobody.
That's the puzzle.
Oh.
Come on, someone's gonna know.
All right, that's it. That's the whole podcast. We farted this whole thing out in.
Sharded this whole thing out.
I'm so sorry, I misspoke.
Yeah.
In a cool 70 minutes of
That-
sharding.
Big
A good
difference.
shart sesh.
You don't want to be in this room.
It's
London
awful
left
here.
a long time
Yeah,
ago.
she went outside. She couldn't do it.
Said he can't handle
Couldn't
this.
do it in the Sharkcast. All right, thanks to Snorgle and Skylar and Patrick. Did I miss anyone? Is there anyone else that was on? For hopping on our YouTube. I know it's kind of late. But hey, that's what we do. We made it work.
That's what we make it work.
We make it work. So you get the same podcast, same shitty quality product
Dude.
every Tuesday morning.
This is a little bit worse, like
Yeah.
today, but
Oh,
like
it's
it's
terrible.
fine. It's
If
fine.
you watched on YouTube, it was just 10 minutes of technical difficulties.
Silence. To be honest, at the
Yeah.
very beginning, like we were like, "Why is the? We better check." We didn't check before we started. We were just like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
That's what we do.
And to play us out, we've got a song that's sure to get us this video stricken off of YouTube.
Oh yeah, good idea.
In the way from Nirvana.
From Nirvana. This is JD's.
This is my soundtrack.
Just really listen to this.
Hey, I
right
mean,
now
I'd love
on
it to be
loop.
Sufjan Stevens, but I can't function if I listen to that. I can't
yeah.
even fucking move.
You gotta get this.
So that's what I got. I'm JD, logging off.
This is Peterson going AFK.
Boost Noodle, it played for like an hour. Fuck yes.
I'm so happy.
All right, guys. Yeah, I want to listen to the YouTube.
You have to hit end stream.
I know, I'm saying bye.
No, hit end stream.
I hate you guys. Bye.